Let's kick things off with that fiery image in your vision, the burning heart that's all about unity. What's the story behind that passion for global connection among Christians?
Honestly, that fire feels almost tangible sometimes, a holy urgency to reach people beyond labels and borders. It's not just a feeling, it's a conviction that the Holy Spirit is driving us to bring believers together, even across deep divides.
I love that the flame isn't about burning things down, but really about forging something strong, like melting boundaries, rather than destroying them. It sounds big, but you're saying it all starts in tiny, hidden places?
Exactly, and that's what's amazing. While the vision is grand, it's these small, almost secret gatherings, living rooms, encrypted chats, even anonymous meetups, where real unity is built. That's where the heart of the anchor and the flame takes root.
That actually reminds me of early church stories, people meeting in houses, sometimes in secret, but forming these unbreakable bonds. So let's talk about where this all begins physically.
Funny you bring up locations, because Whittier, California is where our headquarters are firmly anchored. It's this quiet spot that gives us stability, almost like a lighthouse for everything we do worldwide.
I get the sense that Whittier is more than just a mailing address. It's the symbolic anchor, right? But then the flame part is about reaching way beyond crossing borders, reaching people in every corner.
That's it. Our foundation is in Whittier, but our mission is borderless. We're driven to connect Christians who might be isolated or even at risk for their faith, giving them a place to belong no matter where they are.
So, you're actually creating bridges, digital and personal, that let folks join in, whether they're down the street or halfway across the world. Let's dig into how you actually support this far-reaching network.
Right now, building and maintaining those bridges comes down to 4 big pillars: community, resources, support, and events. Every piece is about meeting people exactly where they are, whether that's in person or deep in a digital thread.
Let's start with the community side. I'm picturing these small, almost hidden gatherings, like support groups for the soul. How do folks actually find each other if secrecy is important?
We use secure networks and encrypted channels to help Christians connect locally, safely. For many, that's the only way real fellowship can happen. But then, we add the global layer, a digital sanctuary, where people across continents can pray and share together, breaking down every kind of distance.
It's wild to think that someone in a tiny apartment on the other side of the world can join in and feel that same spiritual warmth. What about resources? How do you keep the flame burning strong for people who may not have access to traditional teaching or support?
What surprised me most is how much people crave spiritual depth, even when it's risky. So, we curate everything from encrypted audio sermons to in-depth Bible studies, all focused on unity and real-life discipleship. It's meant to be practical and safe for anyone, anywhere.
That's huge, having guides and support that don't just sit on a shelf but are actually useful in tough situations. And then there's support. I hear you have mentorship and prayer teams that work almost like a lifeline?
Absolutely. Our mentorship programs pair seasoned believers with those facing tough challenges, while prayer teams are on standby around the clock. And for members in crisis, we offer confidential aid, sometimes just someone to talk to, sometimes real help in emergencies.
That level of care is rare. And you also run events, right? I'm curious what kind of gatherings actually spark spiritual growth in such a scattered network.
Our events are where everything comes alive. Imagine global online retreats, pockets of local service projects, or shared worship nights, all designed to deepen faith and knit people together, even if they've never met face to face.
I've always felt there's something powerful about shared experiences, how a digital retreat or even a group chat can make total strangers feel like family. Do you see that happening across your network?
Honestly, yes. The anchor and the flame has turned into this global family. People rally together, lift each other up, and find courage to keep going. It's not about numbers or big buildings. It's about hearts bound by faith.
That sense of belonging sounds life-changing. Speaking of lives changed, I'd love to hear some real stories from folks who've been impacted by this movement.
Last week, we got a message from Benjamin, who said joining changed his entire spiritual life. He finally understood what true Christian community means. Emma told us she found belonging and direction for the first time, while Oliver shared how our resources lit his path during a dark time.
Those stories put everything in perspective. It's one thing to talk about unity, but it's another to hear how people's lives and even their faith are being rebuilt. For listeners who feel alone in their journey, what would you say to invite them in?
If you're longing for real connection, a place where you can bring your whole self, doubts, hopes, and all this is your sanctuary. We're here to be both the anchor you can trust and the flame that ignites your faith. Come as you are, you're already family.
That's such a warm welcome. Whether you're searching for support, deep conversation, or simply a network that understands your journey, the Anchor and the Flame feels like a genuine home for believers everywhere.